And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will go to work first. Off-play action on first down. Rushes on him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it! Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
I love
and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Stanford! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Run the gun. He leads it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Sun Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Finds his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quick strike complete. Oh, he got loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And they swarm him under.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. And he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They've got a first down here to open the period. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. It's a draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen in line.
A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. QB got it himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They try to pop a run on the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To throw, it's Agnew. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
35, Arizona State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late, and they have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Agnew. It's complete. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense set for a 1st down play. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To the air on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw again. There's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pucks it out of the air. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
He'll start this drive firing. Unloads it downfield. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Rides the back on the option, the give. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, and time is running short. With the catch, it's Harris. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Arizona State.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Guys, dig deep.
Wants to throw. It's Agnew. Under fire. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to set the tone with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to the ground with the running back. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Finds the big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They go to the draw.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll try it over the left side. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh... Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw on him.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. The give on the inside. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to pass. It's Maldonado. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cardinal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Sweet cut there. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO now.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gomez. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
On the ground, it's Gomez. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Touch pass on the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! A great catch and run for 6. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Caught over the middle, it's Day. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down for the offense. out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
There he goes! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defense players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And the missed connection on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Let's go. On the run, it's Gomez. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.